Hi, you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to another episode of Legacy Liftoff. My curl all up in the cup. Sorry. Legacy Liftoff. I hope you guys are having a great Wednesday. We are back, okay? We are definitely back, and it's already, let me see, 9 minutes. Okay, so as you know, we have been talking from ebooks. We have been doing a lot of work from our ebooks, right? So today we're going to go ahead and do this one too because we were working on, we just completed Empowering Women's Lives, Stress Free Living, um, helping women to cope in this chaotic world, thrive in this chaotic world. We just finished that ebook, which I am so excited about. Um, if you want a copy of that book, you can definitely go to my website and check out shop, um, clip my wings, and you can find though that book and other books that I've ebooks that I've written. And actually, a lot of them I've already discussed on several platforms. So if you're interested in getting a copy of any of our ebooks we talk about, definitely take time out and you can get a copy of that over there. Now, tonight, with everything that we're doing, we're going to be talking about, we're going to come from this ebook, The Melanated Woman's Playbook for Time Management and Leadership. This is the other one that we're going to be coming from. And I keep forgetting that we did our first Monday. Oh, you guys, I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it to the point, and I was telling people earlier on my other platform how I was so exhausted. I was so excited about my first Monday of the month, which was Renew, Reclaim, Renew, and Rise, and is part of this Legacy Liftoff series also. Every first of the month, we do a first Monday, we get a renewed lesson. Okay. So that class was fun. I really enjoyed that. I love the feedback. And I love helping people. That's always been my big thing. So tonight I'm going to make sure, let me see with my phone, I need to make sure that I am, let's see, I got to make sure that, I'm trying to see what I'm doing. And I didn't do it. Okay. So I need to make sure outside of Africa. So sorry. That I can see you guys on my what's the name? Let me get out of here. That you guys can see me. Let me turn that down. I don't need it up. On my page. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Let's go here. Let's go here. There we go. Okay. So I need to make sure that you guys can definitely see me when I get ready to do this. When I share my screen. Because sometimes I do get it that sometimes people can't see that. So I want to make sure you guys can see that. Okay. Hello, hello, whoever that is out there, since I can't see who you are. So give me a second. Let me go ahead and try and see. Oops, nope, not yet. I touched the wrong thing. Okay, I got to make sure that you guys can see that. Hmm. So you can't see the page. Then my share screen doesn't work. Wow. Okay. I apologize for that. So it doesn't work. Let's see. Mm. So share screen on YouTube does not work. And oh, there we go. There we go. Now it works here. Let's see. Okay. As long as you guys can see, because I want to make sure you can see it. Okay. So this is our next ebook that we're going to be talking into or talking from. And I promise you, I will not give you a 50 question open book test on this one. This one, I thought it was longer, but I think it's shorter than the other one was. So it might be 25. No, I'm just kidding. So again, I write my books because I'm in a constant mode so that women can understand there's somebody out there thinking about them. I know there's 1,000 other books that definitely uplift women and do all those things. I know that. But this is from my portion or my version of helping women to be better people, to speak out loud, to be bold, to be self assured, because you'd be surprised how many people do not feel that way about themselves as women, because women deal with a whole bunch of stuff. And African American women do the same. They do it on a whole nother level. Nobody can stand in our shoes and say, I know how you feel. You can't do that. I don't care how you're being taught certain things about us. You're being taught that. That's not how you really emotionally feel. So there is a difference in how you're seeing things and how we see things. Okay. And that's all right. That's fine. Nothing for us to be upset about. But I just want you to know we deal with things differently. And in this book, I love the way this book explains certain things that pertain to us. Okay. Because I think it's very important that we never forget that who I really stand with and stand for. For instance, I want to just say this, not to be political, but I want to thank congratulations to Jasmine Crockett, because this is what I learned about speaking out loud. Because one of the things that they said there was an issue with was the idea that she's loud and boisterous and all this. But you know what? We have to be, because for some reason people don't hear us. In the midst of everything going on, nobody hears us. So I will never tell a woman not to be loud, not to stand up. I will never tell them that, because I'm that way. I, then um, I would definitely be going against how I believe in doing things. I am very passionate. Someone told me today on one of my readings, "You're passionate." Yeah, I'm very passionate about anything that I do because it's who I am. Can't be anybody else. Yeah, I can be very loud, especially when I'm trying to get a point across and I'm trying to get you to understand. If you truly want to understand, because some people just don't want to understand. Some people do things and say things just to get a response out of you. You got to pick and choose which one it is. And sometimes I get overrated with it. Sometimes I can go overboard with it, because again, I'm speaking not only from my emotions, I'm also speaking from my knowledge and how I feel that you're trying to play me. So I'm going to speak out loud. I don't have to cuss you. I don't have to be disrespectful to you, but I will be speaking out loud. I will be speaking up. And that's what we need to do. Don't be afraid of speaking up. And I also said this too. The ideal is sometimes you're more dangerous on the outside. I tell any candidate, and I've worked with candidates running campaigns, I tell anybody, sometimes you're more dangerous on the outside. Okay. You it's good to be in the midst of everything, but sometimes you're more dangerous on the outside. And we know that to be true. We know that it has been very true in a lot of things that we've done. So I wanted to say that. I want you guys to hear me say that I said congratulations to her. Either way it goes. So tonight, empowerment. So you guys know that's my big word, empowerment. It says Melanated Women's Playbook for Time Management and Leadership. This is, as you can see, This is our table of contents: understanding time management, crafting your vision, prioritizing your tasks, creating a time management system, overcoming procrastination, mastering time blocking, effective delegation, self care and time management, leveraging technology, building a supportive network, and celebrating your achievements. Okay, so we're going to start with chapter one. Okay, so with chapter one, this is where we talk about how do we see time management? How important is the time management to us? How important time management is to us? Oh, okay. Let's see. Did it do that? I'm trying. Okay, so we check. Okay, so that's what it was. I just want to make sure you guys can see it. So I need to turn that down. So, okay. So, so let's go ahead. So, understanding time management, importance of time management for melanated women. You're like, why are you so hipped and hopped on melanated women? Because when I look in the mirror, I'm melanated. Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm melanated. Okay, so I can relate, right? So it says here, time management is a vital skill for melanated women in leadership roles in entrepreneurship. Excuse me. By mastering this skill, they can create a space for their unique voices and perspectives in the world that often, listen to what it says, marginalizes them. Do not give them the platform or make them feel small, right? Effective time management allows for better prioritization of tasks, ensuring the importance of projects receive the attention they deserve, while also providing a balance between personal and professional responsibilities. It empowers melanated women to not only meet their own goals, but to excel in their chosen fields, carving out a path that inspires others. So, again, when we talk about leadership, we're what? We're being examples for other people. We talk about responsibilities, we talk about accountability, we talk about different type of project tasks that has to be done, being a team player, creating team players, right? All of this can has to do with time management. You have to know how to do things. You have to know how to put them together, having those deadlines and understanding how important it is to make sure those things or those tasks are completed. So, in the fast-paced environment of entrepreneurship and leadership, time can often feel like a scarce resource. Melanated women frequently juggle multiple roles, right? From community leaders to caregivers, which can lead to overwhelm, right? By interpreting or implementing time management techniques specifically tailored for their experiences, they can learn to navigate these challenges with grace and efficiency, smoothly, doing everything with a smoothly. This is done, this is done, this is done. Techniques such as the Pomodoro technique or time blocking can be particularly effective, enabling them to focus on tasks without the constant pull of distractions. And remember, I told you, for me, time blocking works for me. Um, and I've been doing it for a minute. Okay. Um, Moreover, it says time management fosters a sense of confidence and authority. When melanated women effectively manage their time, they demonstrate their capability to lead and inspire others. Okay. This confidence not only affects their professional lives, but also their personal relationships as they become more reliable and fulfill individuals. By setting clear boundaries, knowing what your boundaries are, which we talked about boundaries in the other ebook, around their time, they send a powerful message about their self worth and importance of their contributions. So once you've set those tools in motion, nothing else matters. I'm just being honest. Nothing else matters. Networking and collaboration are essential aspects of leadership and an effective time management can enhance these relationships. So once you know how to put boundaries in place, know what your responsibilities are, right? And being able to collaborate and network with other people, those things all work together. By efficiently, excuse me, allocating time for networking opportunities and collaborative projects, melanated women can build strong support systems that further their ambitions, career ambitions. This not only helps, you guys, I'm sitting here squinching my eyes for no reason. Oh, wow. So, networking and collaborating are essential aspects of leadership, and effective time management can enhance these relationships by efficiently um, allocating time for networking opportunities and collaborative projects. Melanated women can build strong support systems that further their career ambitions. This is not only helps in personal growth, but it also in creating a community of like-minded individuals who uplift each other, because that's important. So when we say this in conclusion on this one, it says mastering time management is crucial for melanated women aiming for success and leadership and entrepreneurship. It allows for a balanced approach to their multifaceted lives while empowering them to chase their dreams with purpose. The journey of time management is not just about efficiency, it is about reclaiming time as a precious resource that can be harnessed to uplift themselves and their community. So, a lot of times, like I said earlier, you guys, when I write these books, I put myself in mind too, because this affects me. If I don't know how to do something, I'm going to research and find out how to do it, right? And if I want to share that with other people, that's why these ebooks are created, is so that I can share this information with other people. Not only am I going to talk from this ebook, I'm also going to encourage you to get a copy of it. It's a digital download copy that you can go to. You can't clip my wings.com/shop and go to our shop and purchase this ebook. And you will also see on there other ebooks. Okay. Now, common barriers to effective time management. Effective time management can be significantly hampered by various barriers that many melanated women in leadership roles face. One of the most prominent obstacles is lack of representation. Oh boy, do we know that in leadership positions. When there are few role models to look up to, it can be challenging to prioritize time management. This sense of isolation may lead to a feeling of being overwhelmed, making it difficult to implement effective strategies for managing time. And see, you know what? I'm so glad that came to mind, or that I wrote that, because I was thinking to myself, a lot of times when we do not see people who look like us, okay, in positions as we are, we have to figure out how to fit in. And I know we don't want to, we don't have to, we can stand out, but we also have to keep in mind and that we have to be effective on our own in our own lane, right? We have to be effective what we do and what we say where we're at. Sometimes those are not appealing areas in our lives that we're at when it comes to our jobs, our corporate world, when it comes to the private sector, when it comes to federal sector, whatever sector that you work in. Sometimes it's almost lonely at the top, in other words. So you find yourself not being able to fit in with everybody else. But because of your uniqueness and the things you bring to the table, and everybody is benefiting from that, you can rest assured that you're going to be effective. Okay? Because we don't need to fit in with everybody else. We really don't. When I say fit in, I'm talking about We don't have to laugh and giggle and be like them. You can be definitely your own individual, but yet and still have to be able to, in order to get the job done, you're going to have to be able to network and collaborate with some people that you don't want to. Even though I really believe in that you can do whatever you need to do as long as the job gets done. I believe in that. But I also know too, the reality is it's not always like that. Some of us have to be in the position or have the mindset of feeling like you have to maneuver in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Another common barrier is the cultural expectation placed on melanated women. Often they are expected to fulfill multiple roles, both at home and in the workplace. This juggling act can create conflict and stress, making it exceedingly difficult to focus on time management techniques. The pressure to meet these expectations can lead to burnout, which further complicates the ability to allocate time effectively. Because you got all these things going on at the same time, and everybody's expecting you to do these things. Everybody's expecting you to be this way, to look at things like this. And, all these things are put in place to put you in a box, in a sense, and be useful for everybody else, not useful for yourself, but useful for everybody else. And it can create burnout and stress. Additionally, systemic issues such as racial and gender discrimination can impact time management. People don't want to believe that, but it does. Melanated women may find themselves spending extra time navigating workplace dynamics, defending their authority, or proving their capabilities. What did I say earlier, right? These additional burdens can siphon away valuable time that could be dedicated to personal development or business growth, leaving little room for strategic planning. Because again, you got to remember who you're dealing with, okay? Moreover, the lack of tailored resources and support systems for melanated female entrepreneurs can hinder effective time management. When you have nobody who looks like you have created resources and tools that you can use to make you a better person, when it comes to time management, it can be very complicating and it can be very stressful. Many traditional time management techniques are not designed with their unique challenges in mind. So every time management doesn't fit what we do and how we do things. Without access to resources that resonate with their experiences, they may struggle to find strategies that work for them, leading to a frustration and inefficiency. And again, that is a purpose, that is a good purpose for this book to be created. Okay? This is a great purpose for this book to be created. Lastly, self-doubt and imposter syndrome can serve as a significant barrier. Melanated women in leadership often grapple with the fear of not being good enough. Yep. My nose is, somebody's really talking about me or thinking about me. I don't know what it is. Because my nose is itching like crazy. My big nose. Okay. It says, with the fear of not being good enough, which can cause procrastination and indecision. You don't think you need to move further on anything you're doing because you don't think it's good enough, because you're so used to worrying about what other people think. This internal struggle can detract from time management efforts as the focus shifts from productivity to self-criticism, which we do all the time. Recognizing and addressing these mental blocks is essential for reclaiming time and enhancing leadership effectiveness. So we need to work on ourselves first and foremost. Okay. Before we go further, we need to work on ourselves. We need to see what's making us feel this way, right? We need to correct that, whether it's through therapy, whether it's through meditation, prayer, whatever, church, whatever it is that you can see that's going to better you as a person. We have to do that first. Now, embracing your unique perspective. Now, in today's dynamic world, embracing your unique perspective is essential for success, especially for melanated women in leadership roles. Your life experiences, cultural background, and personal insight shape the way you approach challenges and opportunities, because we don't do everything the same. We don't. We do not face Challenges. We do not face opportunities the same way everybody else do. Recognize the power of your narrative allows you to bring authenticity to your leadership style, setting you apart from others in your field. So when you look at things and you understand how they're supposed to play out, then it's your unique way that you're bringing to the table that is going to be effective, right? When it comes to either entrepreneurship or in the leadership roles that you play. Recognizing the power of your narrative allows you to bring authenticity to your leadership style, setting you apart from others in your field. This distinction is not merely an advantage, it is your superpower in the competitive landscape of entrepreneurship and leadership and coaching, because that's what we're talking about. So, um, when it comes to creating your own style, right? What is your style? That's a question you can ask. What do you feel that is your style of leadership? What is your style of being effective in what you do? And you don't have to tell anybody that because it's yours. They'll see how you act, how you handle things, when stress kicks in, how you handle stress, when a problem comes up, when a deadline is not met. They'll see all that in you, and your style is going to be totally different from everybody else's. Okay. And you want to be different. I just have an issue. I like being different. I don't have, when people like, oh, I want to be just like, no, I don't want to be like everybody else. I want to be me. Okay. Point blank. As a melanated woman, you possess a wealth of knowledge and resilience that can inspire those around you. Yes. Your perspective is not just valid, it is vital. By sharing your story and insights, you empower not only yourself, but also those who look up to you. This empowerment fosters a sense of community and collaboration among fellow melanated women, creating a supportive network that thrives on mutual respect and shared experiences. Your voice matters. It is time to amplify it in all spaces you occupy. What did I just say? Mm, mm, mm. You're damn good. Just say it. Say it. You're damn good. I'm saying you to say it. You're damn good. Utilizing time management techniques tailored for your unique experiences can also enhance your effectiveness as a leader and entrepreneur. Traditional methods may not resonate with your journey, so adapting these techniques to fit your life will make you more efficient and fulfilled. So you make it fit where you belong. I mean, in your world, right? For instance, consider integrating cultural practices or personal rituals that honor your heritage into your daily routines. This not only helps you manage your time better, but also keeps you grounded and connected to your roots. Because sometimes we don't want to. We want to act like everybody else. No, we don't have to. Leadership is not just about directing others, right? It is about being relatable and understanding the diverse backgrounds of those you lead. Embracing your unique perspective allows you to foster an inclusive environment where everyone feels valued. This inclusivity can lead to an innovative ideas and solutions that reflect the richness of the diverse viewpoints. As you lead, remember that your perspective is a bridge that connects different experiences, allowing for collaborative growth and creativity. In conclusion, embracing your unique perspective as a melanated woman in leadership is crucial for personal, professional growth. By recognizing the value of your experiences, adapting time management techniques to suit your needs, and fostering inclusivity, you can create a powerful legacy. Your journey is a testament to the strength and resilience of melanated women everywhere. And it is time for you to step into your power and lead the confidence and authenticity. What I say? What I say? What I say? It is time. It is time for you to step up. It is time. We're in that season. Yes, we're definitely in that season. So we'll do chapter. We're going to take our time with this because I want you guys to really, really get this. And I understand everybody's not in a leadership position, right? And everybody's not in the entrepreneurship position. But this can prepare you for those opportunities. And that's why I think it's important. Also, just the ideal of time management. Okay, the different things that we can do with time management. So, definitely, I would love for you guys. I want to see something. Give me a second here. Um, Technique. I want to see this. Okay, so let's see the product. Okay, so the Pandoro technique is a productivity method focusing on 25-minute work intervals. Pomodoro, separated by 5-minute breaks, designed to improve concentration and prevent burnout. So let's check out the. Okay, I need to make sure you guys can share.
And get things done while taking frequent breaks. Best of all, it's probably one of the. We procrastinate because we believe that project or task is too big to finish. But when you break that huge task into 25-minute segments, it becomes easily achievable. The Pomodoro technique was developed by Francesco Cirillo in 1980s. If you don't know, Pomodoro is Italian for tomato. Cirillo used a kitchen timer shaped like a tomato as his personal timer when he was a university student, and thus the method's name. The technique can help you power through distractions and get things done while taking frequent breaks. Best of all, it's probably one of the simplest productivity methods to implement since all you need is a timer. Here's how to get started with Pomodoro. Number 1. Choose a task to be accomplished. Number 2. Set the timer to 25 minutes and work until the timer rings. Number 3. Take a 5-minute break and restart the task. Number 4. Take a longer break every 4 Pomodoro sessions. Simple, right? Let's break it down a bit further. When choosing the task you want to accomplish, make sure it's just one task. If you want to study, don't check your phone or browse Facebook at the same time. You don't want to decrease your productivity by working on 5 things at once. I've already discussed how multitasking is ineffective in another video. Do what you can to minimize interruptions and make sure that everything you don't need is put away before you begin. Shut your office door, turn off your phone, and close all unnecessary websites. Also, prepare everything you need for the task at hand, as it will mess with your focus if you run around looking for things that you might need. Like a cooking chef, get all your ingredients ready. Another thing you would want to have at hand is a notepad and a pen. When you're working, your mind might wander off a bit. It's not uncommon to suddenly remember that you need to take out the trash, call your friend before lunch, etc. Don't allow yourself to become distracted if ideas or thoughts about other things pop into your head. Write them down on your notepad and set them aside for later. For now, focus on your set task. Got everything ready? Great, time to start the timer. You don't actually need to go out and buy a special tomato-shaped kitchen timer. The countdown app built into your smartphone will do. When setting a time, it doesn't have to be exactly 25 minutes either. The creator of the technique used it for 25, but for you it might be more productive if you set the timer for 20 or maybe 30 minutes. I highly recommend you experiment with session lengths and find what works best for you. After all, the technique is not set in stone and should be customized to your length of focus before you need a break. For me, the Pomodoro technique is just a way of breaking that mental resistance we often have before starting something. That's why I use it to get the wheel rolling. It's hard for me to get started, but I find it super easy to keep on going. For that reason, I'll often find myself still hammering away at a task after the timer already buzzed. When I start losing focus, that's when I'll take a break. Each focus session is one Pomodoro. When you complete one session, you take a 5-minute break before starting a new one. However, this may not suit everyone. Some people might find regular short breaks too distracting, especially if they come at times when inspiration is flowing. Like I said, I often just continue my session without stopping. What you do during the break is also completely up to you. Get a glass of water to stay hydrated, go to the bathroom if you need to, or do something from your to do list. Personally, I always stretch because the stiffness from sitting in a chair starts killing me otherwise. When the break is over, reset your timer for the next session and continue your work. When you've completed 4 Pomodoro sessions, take a 20 to 30-minute break. Use it to have lunch, go for a walk, or read a book. Anything works as long as it takes you away from your desk for a while and clears your mind of what you were doing before. The goal of Pomodoro technique is to help you to get into the zone and focus, but it's also to remind you to come up for air. It can also help you find your sweet spot since tracking your completed Pomodoros can help you understand how you're spending your time. You can pinpoint the times during the day when you are most likely to focus properly and times when you struggle to get things done. That way, you can adjust the way you work. And I'll be honest, I rarely complete all 4 Pomodoro sessions. Since I usually keep on going after the timer rings, my one session is usually way longer than 25 minutes and there is no need to do multiple sessions. Also, sometimes I'm just having a bad day or I'm feeling lazy and I'll only complete one 25-minute session and call it a day. To me, maintaining the habit is more important than the length of time spent on the task. Even if I only did one 25-minute session, I still accomplished something that day and didn't break my habit. Alright, now that I've covered everything, I highly suggest you try out the Pomodoro technique yourself. It has been my go-to strategy when I need to get something done and is yet to fail me. Hope it works for you as much as it works for me and helps you become better than yesterday.
All right. So now we know how the Pomodoro, um, which is another word for tomato. I think that is so cute. Um, uh, talk about using the tomato in the whole method. I think that's awesome. I'm definitely going to. I don't do mine like that, but that is a good way of doing it. I might have to go back and actually I do mine in a different way. But yeah, that's excellent, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to do it in the way that I'm saying, or as long as you're getting the task completed, because that's all you want to do. You want to be able to complete your task. And I think it's a couple more also that's going to be described in the ebook too. Um, that's going to actually be more can be effective too in time management. And I know everybody doesn't want to talk about time management. I know you don't, but it's a need thing, man. I'm telling you guys have no idea how it definitely changes your whole schedule. When you're managing your time correctly, it definitely does something to your schedule. I'm telling you, it does. I'm telling you from my own um, experience. I feel so much better. I get a lot done, and I'm not stressing myself about things that I need to get done. I'm not stressing at all, not anymore. And there are moments, there are times when I do not feel like doing anything. And guess what? I don't. And I don't feel guilty about it. And this is not just for entrepreneurs, it's not just leadership, this is just everyday life. Look at your life if you were a housewife. Look at your life if you just didn't have your job was at home. Say you had a job where you work from home, right? Or just not if you don't have a job, if you're going to school, okay? All of this works. Every bit of this works, okay? Because you can get stressed out. I'm sorry, my chair was on my thing. You can get stressed out at times when you're like, what the hell? Why is this happening? Right? You can get overwhelmed on anything you're doing. So you have to be able to know what works for you. Okay. So being able to budget your time and knowing what needs to be done. Don't try to do everything on one day. Okay, that's not gonna, I mean, if you got a whole list of stuff to do, don't try to do it on one day. So what I do now is, because I've switched my management up, I do it in weeks, in a week block now, where I just write down what I'm gonna do that week, and as I do it, I check it off. Basically, is how I do it now, because I found that much more easier than trying to block off stuff in that way, right? Because this is time blocking too, in a sense. It's just like I got it wide open. So I can might spend one whole day on one task, right? And then I can pick up another once I get that task done and I've spent all day on it. I get more done and then I can go to the next task. Take a break, get it, like take a break in the middle of the day and then go on to the next task. If I feel that I need more time to do something else or I have to come back to that task, I'll come back to that task. If I don't think I can't get it done in the time limit or the time that I want, I'll go back to that task on that next day. But as long as it's done through Monday, from Monday to Sunday, as long as everything done. And I keep things in my head because I'm always in my head. So, um, like for instance, I'm gonna give you one thing that I do. So mainly on Sundays is my wash day. So I wash everything on Sunday, wash, fold it up, whatever. On Sunday, that's my day. That's what I'm gonna do all day. If I'm gonna do anything extra, probably not, but that's gonna be my day. And then the rest of the day, I relax because I can get up in the morning and do it, or I can do it in the evening time. So that's gonna be my day to do all that, right? So once I've done all the washing and gotten everything cleaned up and put away, then I can relax for the rest of the day and just prepare myself for Monday. Say Monday is the day that I need to get some. I got, okay, so on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, usually is when I do my Substack post, right? So I write my Substack post. Like today, I did, today is Wednesday, so I knew I had to get it out. So I wound up doing one later on instead of doing it first thing in the morning. Because sometimes first thing in the morning, I don't want to talk. I don't want to do all that. So I prefer to wait till later on in the afternoon and I'll get my Substack out. And by the way, check out my Substack, Salita McCall. Become a subscriber. You can become a free subscriber or a paid one. It's up to you. But that's my Substack. So I know I have to do that. Those are things I know I have to do on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Doing this show, I know this show has to be done on Wednesdays and Saturdays, right? That has to be done. Also, doing Wednesday. Wednesday is, I don't know why I stacked everything on Wednesday. I do not know why, but I did. I stacked my Substack. I stacked my my readings. I do both my readings on Wednesdays, and I do this show, and then I do my Can We Be Frank show, our other podcast we do on Wednesdays, because it's done Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So the real laid back day I actually really have is Saturday and Tuesday. Because Thursday, I don't have to do anything on Thursdays other than I have a show I do on Thursdays, which is on a public access channel that I do. So that's what I do on Thursdays. And again, I don't have to do anything but Substack and the Can We Be Frank show on Fridays. So my real days that I'm really, really not doing anything or I don't have to do anything is my Tuesdays and Saturdays. That I don't have to prep myself for anything. And that works for me. But there's times when I know that if I feel overwhelmed, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do something. Because it's not, you don't have to feel like you have to, like, gosh, I gotta do this. No, relax. It's all right. Unless you're hitting a deadline, unless it's work, it's a different story. But your schedule is your schedule. And that's what you have to understand. Your schedule is your schedule. It's nobody else's. How you fix it is your business. It has nothing to do with anybody else. How you create a schedule that works for you. That works for me. Now, if I feel like I'm doing too much on Wednesday, because I'm live 1, 2, 3, 4 times on Wednesdays. 4 times I go live on different platforms. Yeah. 2 on YouTube and and the other 2 is on Facebook. So yeah. So I have 4 live streams I do on Wednesdays. 1 live stream I do on Thursdays, and Monday and Friday I do live streams that's on Facebook. So, and I had the audacity to want to add TikTok on there, and I quickly changed my mind. I might throw something here and there on TikTok, but I don't. I don't do TikTok that often. Now, um, I am going to do so we're going to go ahead and we're finished with this portion right now, and we will be back on Saturday, okay, and we're going to go into chapter 2 of empowerment, Melanated Women's Playbook for Time Management. So we'll be talking on chapter 2 of that book. We understand what the importance of time management is. We know that we have to create our own way of dealing with things, time management, people, places, and things, situations, projects. We have to bring ourselves to the table, not anybody else, not Kimberly, not Kathy. We need to bring ourselves to the table. If we, our name, when I say that, I'm talking about the soulfulness of us, the sweetness of us, the chocolatey of us, okay? Our culture, we need to bring it to the table when we're bringing, because our difference makes a lot of difference. Us being different and authentic and who we are, it does. It hits different. I promise you. I'm telling you from experience, it hit different. And you're going to need that. You don't need to act like anybody else but yourself. Okay? So we're definitely going to get do our next show, which is on Saturday. Now, I'm hoping Saturday because I'm going to be out of town. So I'm going to attempt to bring to you guys a Saturday show. Okay? Because I'll be out of town. Oh, man. I don't know if I'll be able to do it. I'll see. I'll see what time we come out of the conference. And I'll definitely do a show. Okay? So I am going to let you guys go. I want to thank you for hanging out with us here on Legacy Liftoff. You guys have a great evening, and bye-bye. I need an intro, an outro. That's what I need.